Sweet. Okay, let's get started. So, today, in case you don't know, we launched our Sweetgrass Hair and Body Mist, and Grace will plug that link in the chat for you. This one is pretty special, and we do have, just to share, we had a couple of other hair and body mist over the years, and we decided to go into like a seasonal route of launching something that was limited edition, seasonal for you, just to keep things exciting and spruce things up a bit when we wanted to. And so this one came to be, I don't remember what it was, maybe last year at some point. Yeah, over a year ago. Alexandra and I were chatting just about ingredients and some new products we tried because we're both obsessed with trying new things. And she's like, "Have you tried Sweetgrass hydrosol?" And I was like, "No," because I'm familiar with Sweetgrass, but I'd never tried the hydrosol. And she's like, "You have to get it. It's incredible." And so I got it, and I was just like, "We have to launch this. Like, this is amazing." And so from there, we kind of were playing with the idea of adding in essential oils, um, playing around with just blending it with different hydrosols. And so I'm looking over to my side and I have like 17 bottles of, and I have mine here that I like to use. It has a few essential oils in it. I have a few blends of different hydrosols. And at the end of the day, I was just like, they're not the same. You kind of don't capture the essence of sweetgrass in the same way. And so we put our heads together and we were thinking, how can we make it special and unique, but keep it sweetgrass, and make it unique to our customers, but hold the true essence of it. So we decided to infuse the frequency with 432 hertz frequency, which is the connection to nature, and then also do a crystal infusion and also really hone in on the sourcing and source from these amazing people, this family in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm going to introduce Alexandra without further ado. She is our product and ingredient manager. She's been with us, I don't know how long, a very long time. She's very integrated in everything that we do here with product launches and ingredients and all the documentation and auditing that we have to do for Made Safe, our third-party verification program that we work with. She handles that. Go ahead. You can say anything else you'd like.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to join. It's so nice to see everyone. Yeah, like Rachel was saying, we kind of get into our touch bases and we just talk about products and new ingredients and everything that excites us. And this one has been probably a little bit over a year in the making, so we're super excited to launch it. And Sweetgrass is a little about the plant itself. It's native to North America and it's native to Eurasia and it likes cool wetlands like riverbanks, moist soils. So you'll see it up in the Midwest, the Northeast, the Pacific Northeast. And it's a very unassuming plant. So it's a grass, right? So it's this like long, lanky grass. You won't really wouldn't think much of it if you were to see it, but it is like such a testament to the fact that humans are of this planet and this planet is of humans. And we are in reciprocity with the globe, so with each other, but also with the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. And it does this by the way it grows. So if it grows in an area where there are no humans, it will not flourish. But if it grows in an area where people are cultivating it, so they're cutting it down, they're using it to make smudge sticks, or they're infusing it into oils, or they're actually working with the plant, then this plant prospers. Like it goes crazy with growth. So it very much is a testament to the fact that we are of nature, just like the plants are. So it's really beautiful in that sense. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's it's such a lovely plant. And the scent is like so, I don't know, Rachel. I think it's like vanilla-y with a
Yeah.
little bit of cinnamon.
Like it has like some balsam type resinous scent to it.
Yeah,
Like very fresh, very herbaceous and kind of sweet like that.
yeah, yeah. It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing and it's so hydrating and it's so cooling. So like on a summer day when I first started using it a couple years ago, I had a hydrosol spray bottle and I just threw it in my tote. And every time it was a little toasty outside, you just spritz and it like cools you down. It uplifts you, and it's very hydrating to the skin as well. So it's super nice in
I
that
love that.
sense.
Yeah. And so one other thing that Alexandra was talking about when we were talking about launching this product is she's like, speaking of the reciprocity and giving back to the land, giving back to people who use sweetgrass. Part of the offering that we're giving you is the first 50 orders of the Sweetgrass Hydrosol will receive a free Sweetgrass smudge stick. Do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So, sweetgrass is considered like one of the four sacred plants of North America. So, alongside sage, cedar, and tobacco, sweetgrass is a sacred plant that the peoples have been working with for thousands of years. So, this plant, when it is braided into a smudge stick, they use three strands to represent the mind, body, and spirit. And because we give to the plant by cultivating it, and then the plant gives to us by growing larger and more abundant, there is this concept of like not having a monetary value to this the sweetgrass stick, the smudge stick, and you gift it to individuals. You gift it, as a thank you or as a condolence or whatnot. So we are gifting the first 50 individuals a sweetgrass smudge stick. So it's a little braid of sweetgrass, and you can use it to burn and to cleanse, or you can just use it as like a decoration piece because um, it's a really beautiful plant. So the first 50 individuals are going to get gifted a sweetgrass smudge stick, and we're super excited to be able to offer that to basically connect with the energy of the plant itself and the reciprocity that humans have with it and that it has with us.
Cool. Amazing. And we'll take questions if you have them. Put them in the chat. And then also just to touch on the fact that it's a limited edition, we did source this from a small family farm. And how many units are there? 500?
517 units.
Okay. That is all we were able to acquire. So that is what we have. It's kind of funny because I was chatting with my brother and he's like, I was chatting with Judson, like the people of the farm. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I recognize your name. And he's like, that must be my sister. And he's like, yeah, that's your sister. And he had told me about them also a really long time ago. And I chatted with them about chamomile years ago. And then recently, Alexandra was like, I found this farm and they're amazing. And it was all kind of like synergistic and connected in a weird way, but she had chatted with the wife. Do you want to speak to that a little bit and kind of what they do on the land?
Yeah, definitely. It's twofold too. So sweetgrass hydrosol is not really produced. This is not something that you can easily find. There's going to be little boutique individuals who will cultivate it and make a hydrosol from their own product, but mass producing sweetgrass into a hydrosol is not really a thing. So we are having a tough time sourcing it. And it was just, I don't know what day of the week it was, but everything was just flowing beautifully. And I
And
got
I got
word that our
that our
source
source
was
is
like
like
not,
not.
sorry, okay. I got word that our source was like not able to produce. And then I was doing an internet search and the first, the first farm that popped up, I called, she answered the phone. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And we were chatting. She's like, I'm so excited too. And basically the way they tend the land is, and Rachel, you chatted with her as well, like the way they tend the land is just absolutely beautiful. It's her husband, and her son, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Small farms, but they grow a variety of different plants and make a variety of different hydrosols and infused oils. And the way she was like talking about her fields when she walks in and everything is blooming was just so magical. She says she'll go out into the field and like tend the land throughout the day and then come back and this like herbaceous plant aroma scent is just like on her clothes and in her hair for hours afterwards. And it was just so lovely the way she was describing her property and the way they work, and that it's a family affair, which I think is so beautiful. So the farm is really special, and it's really special that they work with this plant in this way because it's pretty rare to get a sweetgrass hydrosol.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Yeah, they were super sweet, very very wholesome, very kind, very intentional,
Mhm.
very small scale.
Yeah.
I'm chatting with him about a couple of other ingredients as well, and he's like, "Okay, we have a gallon of that one. It's an herb oil infusion." And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll take it. And like 5 days later, he's like, okay, we just sold it. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, okay, great.
Yeah.
But they're super sweet, very kind people, and it's nice to connect with like a small family farm on something that we're sourcing instead of like big monoculture
Mhm.
agriculture crops.
Mhm.
Um, okay, another thing I wanted to touch on. You want to touch on the crystal? The crystal.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, like Rachel had said at the start of the call, we wanted to find a way to make this specific to Anne Marie skincare besides just basically rebottling. So, this is very intentionally infused with energy. And one of the pieces is the clear quartz crystal. So each bottle, it's going to be a 4 ounce amber glass bottle. Each bottle is going to have its own clear quartz crystal. And when we were mulling over like what crystal to infuse it with, nothing was like overly resonating. And then clear quartz landed, and it landed because it's an amplifier. So basically, clear quartz, and they use clear quartz in mid-century technology with like radios and amplifying signals and stuff. So it's scientifically proven that it's an amplifier as well. But basically, what clear quartz does is whatever energy is within that space or that it's working with, it just expands upon it. So it's amplifying the energy of the sweetgrass. It's amplifying the energy of the 432 hertz. That is the frequency that is being played while the bottling and filling is happening. So the energy of the sweetgrass hydrosol is going to be expanded because of the clear quartz crystal, which is super powerful.
Nice. And then the 432 hertz frequency is typically the frequency that's often associated with nature, harmony, grounding, emotional softening, kind of just the resonance of the natural world and the rhythms of the natural world. So that's why we chose that frequency specifically to incorporate into the sweetgrass hydrosol to kind of couple that with the crystal and the energy that it already possesses and carries, brings you this magical mist.
It does. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for you all to try it if you choose to purchase.
Yeah, it's great. And for someone who's into the mystical element of it, as Alexander had mentioned, sweetgrass itself is a very sacred plant and has been used for generations in ceremony to cleanse, to soften, inviting peace and harmony into a space. So it has a lot to do with ceremony and that aspect, but it also smells incredibly amazing. So if you are not into that aspect, you can also appreciate it, enjoy it just for the mere sake of smelling something uplifting and calming and refreshing in that way.
And ceremony doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It could be washing your face and putting on a wonderful skin oil. Like it doesn't have to be this huge, elaborate, you're lighting all the candles and saying all these prayers. It can literally be telling yourself that you love yourself in the mirror as you're doing your skin routine.
Hmm.
And that's where this can kind of come in, where it's like everyday moments can be ceremonial.
For sure. I keep one in the car. So when V and I, my daughter and I get in the car, I'll like mist and she's like, I want some mama. And so I'll mist her too. And then we'll just like set our intention for leaving the house and like going about to face the day. It's really sweet. So it's definitely something. I have one in my purse, one in my desk, one in my car. Just something to have everywhere. It's brand new. Amazing. So Grace put the link in the chat one more time. Just to recap a little bit. Amazing. Yes, it's available now. It is $42. It is a water-based perfume. So it has water, meaning hydrosol. So it is just the sweetgrass hydrosol with crystal, with the 432 hertz frequency. First 50 orders are getting a free smudge stick with their order. And then, as we mentioned, we have a very limited supply. We only have just over 500 units made in total. And then once we run out, we will move on to the next one, which will probably be next year, is when we'll launch the next one. So we'll have this one for as long as it's here. And then next year, we'll launch another seasonal mist. How long does the scent stay with you after a gentle spritz? If you just do one spritz, I mean, you could still smell remnants of it. Like I sprayed some in my hair, but it's not going to stay too long. It's a hydrosol and it carries some of those oils in it. It's not fragrant. So, I mean, I would spray like 4 or 5 and then I would smell it a couple hours later, just like light
Mhm.
wafting in my hair. What about you? What do you think, Alexandra?
Yeah, I would say the same. I definitely spray about 4 or 5, and even like walk through the mist almost, so it kind of envelops you. And then, yeah, it'll last very subtly for a couple of hours, but it's not a perfume. So you're not gonna like swaft your hair and then have this like giant whiff of sweetgrass. It's natural, so
Very
it'll
mild.
be
It's very
fine.
gentle. It's very, yeah, it's nice.
Mhm.
Cool. Great. Any other questions on this one? We covered so much. Um, Perfect. And we will have this replay up in case anybody wants to read more. There is a lot also on the product page. If you go into the chat, you'll see that link there. There's a little bit about 432 hertz frequency. There's a little bit about our sourcing. Um, you'll see a little bit of a story that we put together for you. Is this similar to the rosemary mist? Not exactly. So the rosemary hydrosol is an aloe infusion with a few different herbs plus rosemary distillate. This one, and so that one is a little bit more targeting for oily skin because of the white willow and the thyme and the different things in there. This one specifically is a sweetgrass hydrosol. So yeah, that's the difference here. And it's a completely different plant as well, the rosemary and the sweetgrass. So it's not going to have the same qualities at all, really. This one's probably more similar to like the rose hydrosols that we're doing, which is a blend of rose hydrosol. So it's just a pure hydrosol. But this one is just very unique in the sense that it's sweetgrass specifically. Um, you can, yeah, if you want to add essential oils, you're more than welcome to. It will change it. Just to recap, I was playing around with quite a few. I have on my desk Yuzu and Violet, and I added in the smallest amount, and it alters the scent profile of the hydrosol in a beautiful way. But I kind of just wanted to capture the like original sweetgrass as it is. I even tried one with a sweetgrass absolute from this magical woman that I met at Spirit Weavers. It's very strong, and I added just a teeny tiny bit to the sweetgrass hydrosol, and it's still just it takes over and it changes the just the profile and the energy of the sweetgrass hydrosol. So I was like, no, let's just keep it pure sweetgrass hydrosol. And it's not, I don't know if I've used it directly on my face. I don't see why you couldn't do that. So if you want to think that it's interchangeable with rose, you possibly could. Yeah.
I've used it on
Yeah.
my face as a toner. I would say it's pretty interchangeable with the rose. The rose adds like a little bit more calming, I would say, in a cooling aspect,
Mhm.
but I've used it as a toner and it works great.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Um, okay, I'm just looking. Yes, it will not fill the room. Yeah, should we miss her face? Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah, and also similar to the botanical hydration mist, that is pure hydrosols with just some essential oils in there to enhance those scent profiles. Okay, great. Cool. Are you aware of any specific skin benefits of sweetgrass?
Hydration is what I know.
Which one?
Hydration,
Hydration.
yeah, is what I know it to be a benefit for.
I wonder if it would be tonifying at all. I don't think it would be too tonifying, but yeah, we typically were just launching this one as like a perfume. I put in air quotes because it's definitely not a perfume. So more of the scent profile, but I can imagine there's incredible benefits to topical. I can look into this um, instead of just the metaphysical and emotional aspects and benefits. You know, purifying, soothing.
Mhm.
Yeah, natural antioxidants, soothing hydration, antioxidants, calming. Cool. Yeah, great. And again, like if you just joined, we just had a couple people join. We are doing the first 50 orders of the Sweetgrass hair and body mist, which is a pure hydrosol infused with frequency and crystals, will receive a free Sweetgrass smudge stick with their order. Is the system will automatic add in the free product? Yes, there is no code needed. So this is for all customers. So it's not just for you 40 on this call. So other customers might be ordering. So get yours soon. Great. If you all don't have any other questions, we will end this here and wish you all joy with using this, and we hope you love it. And please write into us and ask us any questions or tell us your experience, share your thoughts. I definitely would love to hear your thoughts on what you think of having seasonal hydrosols instead of having one for the entire, I guess, lifetime of the company. So, yeah, cool. Great. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks, Alexandra, for hopping on.